Yeah, definitely can be. Gonna be fun to see if that coordination works out here for Dignitas, and we
Okay.
are gonna get the Riven through. This is why they wanted Viper back in. You mentioned it, Azael. CLG does the blue buff is up, and Pulitzer
And
got
he
the
has
smite. So this should be a very easy grab, and doesn't want to
Smite?
burn it. He has to, but Set comes in. This is the big play. Gets a stun, a lot of damage on a Poe who jumps over the wall, comes right back in though, and First Blood goes through. That's a pickup there on the I was gonna say Cloud9 side as the flare comes up, and Dignitas says, yeah, our early game's good enough. Viper, by the way, has TP'd down, and that means Mountain Drake is absolutely going to Dig's side.
Dignitas are going to be able to grab that. Nice play as they didn't have mid lane prio, and Pobelter got pretty aggressive. It looked like it should have been an easy blue steal, but they playing into this type of composition though, because there is a fair bit of CC between the Nautilus and the Ornn that you're going to have to get through. But CLG is moving 4 members top. They're looking for the dive.
Hard diving. Ulti's going to come down, turning off the turrets. Q's still going to land, though, onto poor Bard, and Aphromoo is gone. Ruin's up to the top side of the map. Turret's alive, though, and Phoenix is reinforced. His plate is low. Flash engage. Ruin's not going to land it. Doesn't want to hold Turret Dagger just yet. Pobelter nearly lands the Paddle Star, but Johnson has nowhere to run. No ulti, no summoners. Has a healing bubble, but he's got no health bar, and Ruin going to claim a kill as this turret's going to lose plate number 4. CLG send 5 to the top side, and a reward with 2 kills.
A while back and had been kind of, I think, a bit on a downturn, you know, having more of a struggle. But even on a 2-8 team, Aphromoo has stood out. Like, he has been in a position where often
Ghost does live, though, all the same, and we go back to this mid-game now, where Dig have 2 Drakes to none. But the gold lead is still with CLG. Now an anchor toss in from Smoothie, gets big damage on a Dardoch, puts the shield back up, gets ignited, though, and gotta be careful. Treetop Barrage won't quite land, can't land any of the ultis. Dardoch running for dear life, just barely stays alive. Arrow tank to the one side. Viper is in for the kill, and a Smoothie wants in for more. Ruin gonna run away. Pobelter's very, very low, but Ruin's gonna get away. Now Johnson's being chased down. Wiggly wants in. Careful, because here comes Dardoch, and it's, oh my gosh, it is not enough. 2 more kills in his
and it's like, okay, well, if you're at a massive late game disadvantage, it's not going to be made up for that. Another nice Bard ultimate. That is so annoying for CLG.
Oh man, speaking of annoying, poor Set's in a bad spot. Gets a big punch off on 3, but has nowhere to go. Gets a stun.
Oh, Shockwave.
Shockwave and almost the arrow. You gotta be kidding me, Dardoch. He almost lives through it, but it is 2 kills, and Viper wants number 3. Takes damage, finds the stun. Aphromoo over the wall, grabs the kill, and Ruin doesn't have a lot of places to go. Does have flash, and he misses it. It was a bait. Viper went the wrong way, but there is no way out for this Ornn. The Riven flank comes in, and Dignitas win a fight. 4-1.
In the 3rd dragon, you know, that is something that that is where I get worried about Soul. 2 feels like, it's okay. You know, you can kind of challenge later on.
As Demolish comes through, the bot lane turret will crack. But when they met the first time around, back when this was the Froggen lineup, this was a solid 5,000 gold lead at 30 minutes, and then CLG came back with better late game plays. This is CLG 4,000 gold ahead at 15 minutes, and Dignitas now finding their way back into this one with some
negative 2 kills for the other team.
That's negative 2 kills. Meanwhile, negative
+1
1 kill on the Viper as he's going to be waking up, but he is 1 versus 5. He is slowed, he is flashing, he is not getting knocked up. He's going to get a lot of space here. He's drowsy, the flash get away, Anchor's going to land, he's trying to run for his life. He just might do it. The ulti in for Nautilus, but he's not in range of anyone else. Viper gets away. 17 ults are burned, but he makes it away. He's a slippery snake. But now it's time for the play in the mid lane. This is not good. Phoenix going to get rebirthed in 43 seconds. Goodbye to Dragon Soul. Your mid laner is gone. He had flash, but the bubble caught him.
Yeah, Phoenix got absolutely destroyed there, and I'm not sure that they could have actually fought for it. The only people that I think are really going to be excited about that, you know, potentially Phoenix with phase rush, you can kite things out, but like Riven is the big one. Will be a fight if they want to actually commit to this, but it's getting really low here.
Okay, this is going to be a big moment there. Pope can't quite get in. Dardoch wants forward. Ulti's up on 3 of Dignitas, and actually all 5 for CLG's side. Here comes the Ornn going for the play. Aphromoo is low. Knockup only on the Set. Knockup hits Viper, not a big deal either. Smoothie now the target. Pulls one back in, and Dardoch can only get 1 for 1 as Viper gets that kill. So 4v4 on the map. Phoenix comfortable but low on mana. Can push it and not do much else. Out we go. Mid lane under fire. Johnson gets to get some health and CS back. The turret should fall. Dignitas going to be on the board with turret kill number 2.
Dignitas closing the gold gap here, quite a big difference. He does have his GA also, so that is actually huge. Viper is on an incredibly big power spike, and they are going to try to bet it all on this team fight.
Okay, big chunk comes in. Smite Fight's gonna come through. Picked up there by Dardoch, and the battle has begun. A lot of damage to the Viper, but he's got GA. That one's popped down. In the front line, the knockdown Ruin. 5v4 for Dignitas. Health bars are low, though they gotta be careful. Through the magical journey they go. Just barely the escape. Aftermove.
Extra move speed on the Cloud Soul to kind of circumvent the fact that he doesn't have flash. You know, if it will make a big
Bot
enough.
lane with teleport hasn't burned it just yet, though, so it's a 4v5. Here comes the TP. Here comes Tempered Fate, stopping 2 Wiggly has to get outside of the pit. Here comes the re-engage. Ruin is taking. Goes the burst. You gotta be kidding me. Another Smite still in for Dardoch. Baron buff on Dignitas. Shockwave catches 2. That's 2 kills picked up right now. Dignitas are gonna walk over this one. Wiggly attacks the ward, gets over the wall, but so does Viper. Blast Blank gets him right back out. And Riven's got to buy some time.
Dardoch.
Cooldowns are back. Dardoch wants back in, finds slows on a Pobelter.
God,
Looks for a bit more. The exhaust is on the punch. One more will kill him, and Viper is unstoppable. Deathless in this game as 3 kills come through. Dignitas get every single objective, and CLG have nowhere to go. Dardoch's going to live through this one, and how does CLG get away? Dig have completed the comeback. 2 are pushing down the mid lane as the inhibitor turret is going to be cracked as well.
Afro just needs to stop them. They're actually trying to end the game here, I think, potentially. If you can stop both Stixxay and Wiggly from actually getting back to base,
so
it's
dead.
only Smoothie there defending right now. And Stixxay is going to get shockwaved in, but is so tanky. They won't be able
One
to...
death, good stuff on the Bard. Now, once again, look at the play. Ward's down for CLG. Gonna make him a bit afraid. Viper dodges some skill shots, look for the re-engage. Afro goes for the setup. Pobelter gonna burn Zonia, set into the back line. He's gonna find a decent amount of damage, but Dardoch has to be respectful. Gets knocked into the air, gets a shield, a big punch, and does go down. Smoothie gonna be traded though, 1 for 1. Viper in the back line, finds the stun, tries to do the setup, loses Guardian Angel. CLG's re-engage isn't going to be enough. Knockup is too early. Viper goes right back in, and Ruin is not long for the world. 2 more kills coming through, and now it's again only 2 alive on CLG. Dignitas win fight after fight after fight after fight, and it's time to go into the mid lane. 40 seconds of the respawn for the solo lanes, meaning it's a very long time of 4 versus 2, then 4 versus 3, as Dignitas wants into the Nexus right now.
We'll see if they can close it here. Stixxay and Wiggly, they've got to start fighting now, but they don't really have the health to do it. Viper poked low, but he's going for Stixxay.
Goes for the flash knockup, gets a little bit there. Stixxay is not going to be able to fight this one off. Dignitas are going to complete the win, a 36-minute crush of the Nexus. Dignitas, 3 wins in a row.
GP obviously going to outscale, but Set would be much more of a safe pick, looking more towards the team fight, more towards those later stages of the game. And Set plus they're actually looking to dive on this wave. This is really dangerous from Huni. We'll see if he can actually clear this out whatsoever, but Nisqy is here. I think you're pretty dead no matter what.
Ult, he has oranges. Blabber getting a bit low, can't pull it. And with the TP in for Golden Glue, this could be enough. Licorice, he's on top of the turret, the punch, the ulti in. It's going to be a trade kill at the very least. Golden Glue, you know, takes one for the team. He TPs in and helps out. Now Blabber is an auto away from death. He can't flash follow. He's not losing the health. You gotta be kidding me. A heartbreak.
And it looks like Licorice is heading down towards this dragon. They know they have TP advantage up on the top side with Huni, so Licorice is forced to do that. And as a result, Huni will be able to pick up the wave.
Play on the bottom side. No one's there to help Sven, but there isn't a lot of follow-through because a nice ulti out of Vulcan keeps Bang from helping, so Sven stays alive, burning 0 summoners. Re-engage Blabber, kicks in, finds a knockup. Bang forced to flash away, re-engage towards Blabber. He is slowed, he flashes to safety, but it's not going to be enough. Zeyzal is there for the follow-through, and the kill comes in, and now the re-engage for Cloud9. Look at the burst damage. Bang is gone already. Now a re-engage yet again towards Licorice. Gigantic shield, but there's no way you get away from this one. There's no way you get out, and Huni grabs that kill.
Actually stun people together. And instead, he flashed in as the sleep actually triggered. Going with the TP, so he got up top, he pushed it in the wave, then he picks up 2 kills. So, you know, we were talking about how screwed he was. He's actually ahead now. Nice sidestep, though, from Svenskeren.
Really great stun. Goodbye, Svenskeren. Well, ulti not going to land from Bang. They just walked in a straight line. Didn't expect that one. But that is a huge chunk down. That is a Herald summoned just before the recall, because what else are you going to do? Bang goes down as Nisqy and Blabber do it better. Kicks back in. Zeyzal, he's tanky though, finds the stun, cannot quite find the re-engage. He wants in the flash in for the Q. Stopwatch buys some time. They must get it next time. Surely it's going to be enough. Zeyzal gets the stun. Nisqy cannot get away with it, and the follow-through kill comes through for Golden Glue. Now Licorice is going to try. Finds a big ulti, finds a big shield, finds a big punch, and knocks down Golden Glue, but it's not going to be enough. The kills come through.
Svenskeren, mind you. Cloud9 won't know this. It's pretty much impossible to actually track that timer with multiple charges, and the fact that it's using the jungle all the time. So they do just have to kind of in the game right now. Yes, Cloud9 is up a little bit in gold, but you would easily trade that gold for the 3 dragons. trying to defend this fairly aggressively. They do have Blabber coming down, but they're in trouble now.
Instant engage. Vulcan, why are you near an Alistar? That dive is effortless. The turret might go down as well. The re-engage would be 5v4. They stun a Volibear. That does not matter long. Golden Glue with a Banshee's Veil. Feels comfortable to push up. Can't find the sleep either. Will there be a re-engage? Lance, this is not the ideal target. Blabber almost goes to the play. Zeyzal knocks him back. Here comes the team fight. Licorice to the front line. Svenskeren goes golden. Blabber finds damage on Huni, but Gangplank is tanky enough. Big punch comes in. Can't quite kill Volibear. Licorice got to be careful. Does have flash. Does he need to burn it? CC did again, but he is not the best target. Zeyzal forced to flash away. Licorice a bit low, but is going to stay alive. Fang cannot find his opening either.
First, they're going to try to rush this down. They know they have to get it, but it's going to be dangerous. Zeyzal's in a position to flank here. Could potentially go.
Flank. Can they stop? Blabber Hex Flash in, finds the double stun. Licorice forced out. Vulcan a bit low, goes away. The first kill comes through on Sven. One for them, but the trade kills could be too good. It's a 1-for-1 so far. The backline's cutting away. Huni at 5 HP just barely lives. Zeyzal finds another stun. Tries to lock up Licorice, but where is the follow through? No one's near him. Redemption heals 3 members of C9 back up. Danger now for EG. Golden Glue's in a bad spot. The double stun. Heroics for Licorice. Finds the first kill, and now Cloud9 outnumbered. But Huni has TV'd back in. Barrel Chain's not going to land, but maybe positioning is good enough on the EG side. Problem is, Svenskeren is dead. They cannot secure this Drake. It's a blue steal. That is crucial because Golden Glue was out of mana, and now he can team fight again. Will there be a Paddle Star? There is, and he solo kills Vulcan. This might be the lead they need. Flashes forward, looks for Blabber, tries to find the slow, will land the Q, and forcing him out. And now with the GP ulti on, they know he cannot join this one. Huni can easily force the jungler away, and this means no one is going to stop the Mountain Drake from going over except Licorice. Can Licorice do it all? The arrow's going to land onto the mid laner. The fight comes through, and it's going to be Golden Glue securing it, plus the kill. Mountain means that EG will not lose vision control for a while. Golden Glue wants to sleep, can't quite find Niski. Ulti almost lands, re-engage comes through. A lot of damage on the backline. Sven, he can try, but he can't get away. It's a 5v4, and EG want in again. Vulcan also cannot live as Svenskeren follows squad. Very, very well played, Baron. That's the kind of play you want to see. Evil geniuses show you how it's done.
EG and come down there to market, but they are really behind the play here now in mid lane. They're going to lose both the towers in top lane. He's going for the really expensive late game build, and he's closing in on it.
Turret number 5 we had. The wave is cleared out, and the cannons begin their siege. A little bit of damage. Here comes the engage. Stuns on a 3 of them. Niski, he's at 5 health right now. He's going to be enough for the follow-through. He's flashing away for his life, and Zeyzal cannot catch him. So Zeyzal may indeed die. In the backline is Licorice. It's a 1-for-0 so far. Licorice tries to get away. He can't do it. Turret turned off. It's a 1-for-1. It's 4v4 on the map as Huni rejoins the fight. Sven can only do minor bits of wave clear as top inhibitor will fall. This one, Elder Dragon. Baron buff times out, 5,000 gold lead plus a Mountain Soul. EG are ahead, but this is the fight that matters most as Zeyzal wants around. Doesn't land the Hex Flash though. Ulti lands on Svenskeren, goes golden. Ulti across now from the Gangplank. Vulcan's got to be careful, but first it's going to be Niski dropping down. Traded back though as Aphelios drops as well. Sven cannot stay alive. He gets killed. Huni is on the board. Zeyzal's very, very low. The double kill in for the jungler, but now it's a 3v2. Cloud9 can only run the flash forward. It's not going to be enough for Blabber. Vulcan against the world. There's minions inside the base. It's time for EG to close it out. There is a 1-week contract on Golden Glue, and he's making the case for himself now. EG should keep this lineup. They just beat the defending LCS champions in 32 minutes. The wave is going down. Vulcan cannot defend this. 2 games in a row. Cloud9 will be upset. And this is an exciting split here in summer. Who is the best team in the league? Clearly C9 are mortal. They are only tied for first now. EG with a great win on Saturday will knock down the Nexus. Huni's and Golden Glue's triumphant return to the LCS.
Golden Glue and Sven options to go through all 3 lanes. Renekton with the stun, Pantheon with a stun. You have Syndra with Scatter of the Week. Like, you can pretty much go anywhere. So it is going to be Braum, more of the defensive.
Q's to spot. Doesn't see anyone. And
Braum plus Olaf, though, is probably, you know, about as strong as you could possibly get. But Spica just jumped on immediately.
There is a fight right away. Spica's low force to flash. One hit will kill him. He's ignited and he goes down. They face check. Olaf had to go a very late
start flash.
Red.
He can actually just be dead here.
He's just dead. Spica, this is worse than the Kayn game. Top lane lead, of course, for solo here as well. Some of that is a wave yet to be farmed, but still feels like a lead. Double lift now in a battle. This is good damage, but yeah, the shield comes up. Ignar able to very easily play around this Pantheon, feeling good against Braum and Broken Blade. Hello, that is Santorin. That is a stun out of Fog. You're ahead. Oh, gosh. Yep. Even as it's
pretty well down on the bottom side in that 2v2. They will be able to grab this dragon, so those are a couple things working for them. But as it is, Broken Blade probably just dead already and probably knows it. Syndra's going to be coming in, and we'll see how they start this up.
Ults a lot of the wave, Solo ults in, a lot of damage. They turn off the turret. There is no possible way you survive. It was effortless, and the gold comes over. A second assist for Power of Evil. Now Ignar wants it. Bjergsen is out of mana. Easy autos come in, couple of slows there. Really good chunks. Bjergsen forced to go away, and Turtle says, hey, remember me? We used to be teammates, and I got you killed yet again. Now Spica's got to run back out of his turret, back down, and wow, that's Ignar going in. You gotta be kidding me. TSM!
Cinderhulk, you know, this is terrible.
Yep. Okay, but here comes the first big play for TSM. Good damage here towards Ignar. Now it's Turtle who has absolutely nowhere to go. He's ultiless, he's summonerless. No perfect game. TSM will get on the board, and the kill goes over to Spica with a nice shot.
Already making a move to take down this dragon, and the Herald is not there to grab, so that's really wherever they decide to go. I mean, this is like 5,000 gold lead. They're just diving Broken Blade again.
3v1 looking for the stun. Broken Blade again. The turret turns off. Centaur makes that dive absolutely effortless again. And it's 7-1 in kills. This turret is absolutely going to die. No one is here to defend it. Give the gold on over. FlyQuest continue to play very strong, high-tempo League of Legends with the gold lead. Centaur just ults a turret, and they get the dive every time.
Yeah, this is hard to watch, honestly, for Broken Blade. He is just getting absolutely slammed. The rough part is there's not really much he could do about any of these dives that are actually coming through besides maybe anticipating it earlier and just leaving. There's no way really for him to survive.
Because I did not set this up, but thankful reminder, thank you, Tom, for the stats update. Turtle is 1 kill away from 1,500 regular season kills. He might have it here, or he might be shut down as TSM comes in. 14.99 for Turtle. As Treats comes in, they find the stun on his support, and that's not going to make it work very well. Ignar is going to drop. So not just yet. Spica has rejoined the squad. It is 5-on-5, and it looks like Solo wants to go for a flank play. 4,500 health left on this Drake. Solo unknown, but Bjergsen going to spot out the brush. Nice ball comes down. This might be a play. Stun's going to come out. Here comes the dive in for Santorin. Ignar over the top as well. This should be a very easy fight for FlyQuest, but a good stun for Broken Blade means they shut down the jungler. Broken Blade getting out of range here as well. Great fight. Shotgun knock into Solo, and TSM try to win this fight. Down 7,000 gold. Solo is going to be taken. You got to be kidding me. TSM, how do you win these fights? But they've done it. The incredible plays.
That's like so much of your total. Oh, the steal.
Try to zone out the squad. Ignar puts in the poke. 2,300 health left on the Drake, and no one's going to be in range in time. Drake number 3 claimed by FlyQuest. Stun's going to land, but Braum very, very tanky. They can still go for this one. A lot of damage on the Treats. Ult comes off for Senna. It's a 4-man knockup for the top laner, but it's still not going to be enough to make a kill happen. Treat's going to walk away alive. A double stun comes out for Power of Evil. Mid lane pressure there for a couple of seconds. Spellbook heal used by Bjergsen. And this turret loses about 15% of its health. Still zoning back and forth in the mid lane. And it's good healing coming out of Double if Treats is getting a lot of his health bar back. Ultimately, not much more to
but
do.
They're split. They've got to be careful because Doublelift actually got zoned off by Power of Evil. So they have to be careful about a potential engage from FlyQuest. TSM now, as a result, is actually pushed away from their mid lane. If you try to funnel through that choke, you are going to be in trouble. So they're not able to do it.
Zoned back by Bjergsen. TSM on an 8,000 gold deficit, able to fight over the Drake. The smite comes in, it's grabbed by Santorin, and Treats instantly dies. They fought so hard, and TSM, they're not going to get much farther. Ocean Soul on 5v4, and again,
start this up, and TSM won't even be able to get there in time, so this is pretty much lights out at this point. Your deficit that they were at, but this game is just going to be so hard to really threaten that front line. Unable to answer on both sides. They're actually going to Baron buff up all 3 lanes here, so no one's even trying to answer top lane. That's the gold lead is just going to explode from here.
Okay, turret number 6 falls, and the gold lead, they've got opportunities. Ignar could be a target here. Slowed down by Treat, slowed down by Spica. Bjergsen the target. Shockwave's not going to land a Wild Turtle. Ran fast enough to get away. But Bjergsen now is going to have a hard time team fighting as the turret takes a bit more damage, and Turtle's still fully healthy. Doublelift zoned off the mid lane turret means inhib open in the mid lane as Solo still pushed in the bot side. The 3-lane push is finding the openings. The TSM comp works when grouped. The 1v1s are a lot harder. Second inhib turret to fall now as the minions do the rest, and Turtle kites away safely yet again.
And remember, all these little trades, anytime you're trading health, it's going to be in the favor of that team with the Ocean Soul. They can always heal it back up as long as they're getting any damage down. You know, top inhib still alive, but is exposed. Mid inhib is gone. Bot inhibitor turret is down to about 10% health there. TSM just doesn't have the wave clear. As long as FlyQuest don't allow them to engage and continue pushing all 3 lanes, only the Orianna lane has any chance of actually holding on here, so it's likely just going to be triple inhib.
Yeah, and TSM obviously not great engaged tools are, but it wouldn't do anything, so they do have to bleed their base. I wonder if they maybe should have tried anyway. Triple inhib coming very, very soon. Baron buff times out. Solo is the target finally, but he's got Guardian Angel, so they only get an item cooldown off of him. The re-engage comes in. They miss literally every possible skill shot. Solo just flashes without CC on him, and the third inhib falls. TSM tried after the turrets were already gone. Maybe a bit too late. Time to defend now with double Nexus turrets. As the recall comes through for Solo, he'll PV back in with full health, and we'll try for round number 2. Big stun on the backside, double it. Forced to run back to the fountain, presses W, goes for a couple auto attacks, grabs a couple of souls. Needs the help though as the turrets are falling. One of them about to drop. Stun's gonna land on the front line, treats is safe for this one. Once again to the front line, Solo fights with Broken Blade, but they might find a stun before too terribly long. Gonna let that Braum passive time out and again go for the turrets. Waves are gone for now, still waiting for Turtle to get kill number 4 in this game for 1500. Gonna try for it here against his old team he spent so long on. As this turret is 2 autos from dead, but not just yet. It's not time. Shockwave is back up. Bjergsen could make the miracle play. Turret falls on the bottom side. 1 turret left, and TSM must, at some point, make their stand. Ultis or not, they've got to find the opening. The turret's getting low. TSM finally move forward to look for that play, and they can't get it just yet. All turrets are gone. The gold lead 12,000. Ocean Drake still on, looking for the re-engage. A lot of damage on Broken Blade. Senna ult over the top, can't find the kill just yet. Still no Shockwave. Spica is now the target, running away for his life. Shockwave on a 3, not gonna get any kills. The Nexus in their eyes, and FlyQuest will take down TSM.
Nicely played game there from FlyQuest. Want Set goes jungle, and there's 4 ultimates that are actually incredible to steal. Now 5. Like this would have been almost just complete dream game for Sylas.
I love cool starts in bot lane now.
Yep. I think the only risk here is what is happening now. If you get ganked, you're missing some health here, and Apollo has no flash.
Well, Apollo is going to die, whether or not he had 80 bonus health, so first blood comes through to closer as well in case there's a play. There isn't one, but the plate still goes over, and they might just go for the dive, and they are. Hauntzer, they know he is flashless. Barrel not yet popped, no way through this one, and they're going to pop him right away. Can't they're going to knock down first turret in his lane.
It's a good move here from Xmithie. I mean, Xmithie just kept farming while Closer was looking to pressure and got a kill on the bot side. Xmithie was staying ahead a bit in farm. He did grab the Herald there, and you know, or in another champion that kind of distorts the gold. They are going to try to clear out this wave as best he can, but 4-man top, you are dead, my friend.
Ultless, flashless, 4 to the top side. That's going to be a lot of damage. Alorum needs to die. He has to claim the kill because smartly. Good hawk shot, gets away, no problem. Now, contest around the bottom river. Drake is alive, Golden Guardians have 1, they want number 2. Into Hako they go, he's gonna get Azonia's Hourglass off. Demonte is around, here comes a possible re-engage. Ult lands for FBI, he's gotta be careful. Pops the stopwatch. The dunk in the backhand side, Alorum can't go a lot of places. He's gonna go down even after the blast cone. Now he very, very low, does get killed. A nice Q is gonna land from the cart for Demonte, and he's got enough mana to now feel comfortable yet again. Drake goes over, 2 Drakes grabbed by Golden Guardians, and the gold lead is 1,400.
And Alorum, you know, was pretty ineffective on that TP. He didn't really have a lot of places to TP to, so it's kind of hard to blame
late game scaling option. We're gonna just sit there and scale and wait, and I'll be a bigger beast later on in the game. For now, Immortals can feel comfortable. They knock down the mid turret, and they're the first to 2 turret kills on this game. As the jungle is poached around, Xmithie can't find the knockup. Demonte sidesteps without burning even a summoner. Big damage on the turret's gonna stay alive, and Pillar will follow Payme to stun. He's got the cleanse though. Demonte kites away, stays alive. As the the cannon barrage comes down and keeps the Immortals from chasing in. Health bar is fairly low. Golden Guardian still wants to go forward. Closer coming around the wings. He can go for an ult engage, but they caught Huhi! And that was huge for Alorum. The dunk comes in for the re-engage, and they've traded that one back. And the pullback, Xmithie is going to drop as well. Golden Guardians lost support.
And the top laner, so it's going to put them at soul point here. And, you know, despite the fact that this Karthus is a great scaling pick, it hasn't had, you know, that much effectiveness yet. Hasn't been the case, and now they're going to lose their mid lane.
Okay, so 3 turrets comes in first for Golden Guardians. Has TP underneath that summoner heal. He can burn the heal to do nothing and then TP down. Otherwise, he can simply use the ulti to come across the map. Knocks down the top down. Nice Q poke from Insanity. Fight can be coming pretty soon. Here comes the Ornhorn. Ulti is going to land. It's going to stop it from doing anything. How about the re-engage? Smite comes in. Well done by Xmithie, but he might be killed off for this one. Cannon Barrage comes down. 1 for 0 so far. As straight to the flash to try to get away, but he's been rooted up by FBI. And without any more ways out, a black shield keeps him alive. They break down the black shield, but not in time for the gold card to be stopped. Regardless, he will still go down. 2-0 in the team fight, and now it's time for the fight to begin. Xmithie is on the way, but he will not be in range in time. The flash in for Apollo. They can just barely get it. He burns down, but it's one traded back. Insanity wants in, and the health bars are low. He had already used the Requiem to get a bit of damage across. 2k health left on Baron. They got to be careful. They got to knock this thing down fast. The smite can come through. It will be grabbed by Closer, but the re-engage could be good enough. A kill could come through. Closer will drop, and then Baron buff is only on 2. And be careful because
killing the Baron. And if the Insanity have these aggressive plays that have backfired for him a couple times now in late game situations, and I just can't help but wonder, is this a situation even a little bit low?
Here's the ulti. It's going to land onto one. Hakuho ults himself. Xmithie is going to be the first target. He's going to be dunked back into the team. Without a jungler, you cannot steal this. And it's going to be a turret going down the split push. But Xmithie able to flash away. And now Alorum is here for the re-engage. Is this the fight? A triple stun. The double stun to follow it up. Here comes Requiem. And it's a double kill from above. That's the fight Immortals needed. A triple in for Insanity. And the game has turned around. Immortals took the fight they needed. The heroic flank for Alorum. The Requiem was there. He pressed R. He found the button on his keyboard. And Damonte can watch as he dies. He's slowed. He's got no way out. Kill number 4 is taken by the jungler. And it's time for the Drake to be grabbed with no contest for Immortals.
Welcome to the Karthus late game. The ultimate gets dropped. All of a sudden, Alorum almost has his teleport, but this is going down fast.
Tempered Fate buys some time. Is there a re-engage? Can they find a battle? The stun lands into Monte. He's going to cleanse and get away. Stays alive. True shot. Sorry, I keep saying it wrong. Cannon barrage over the top. Big damage on Apollo. Will get healed up. This re-engage needs to happen. Insanity dropped low. They need a little bit more damage to kill him off. Keep in mind, Requiem will turn the fight around. They don't quite find the stun. He's getting chunked down. Closer goes in, looks for the dunk. They get the kill into Karthus, but watch out for the re-engage. Requiem's going to hurt a whole lot. When does the stopwatch come down? FBI barely stays alive, but it is enough for Ornn to knock down Gangplank. Now there's a re-engage. Hakuho is low, Closer low as well. Apollo slowed down, but they cannot yet find the re-engage. When do the cards come back out? When can Ashe die? They find a stun, they find a punch. The Ashe won't drop. She's still staying alive. Black shield from Hakuho and is not taken down. So here comes the Infernal fight yet again. Closer is not around. Barrage over the top. Xmithie gets the spike, gets a million health back as Apollo is still alive. One kill comes through, make it a second. There is a fight going well for Golden Guardians as the third Drake goes through for Immortals. When does the gold card come down? They find damage onto Alorum. He's going to stay alive. He cannot find the knockup. He's going to get dropped so dangerously low. FBI tries to kite it out. Xmithie in the front line, but Tanks can't kill him. It's the ace, and Golden Guardians may have finally found a fight they can win. The death timers are 50 seconds. If not now, then when? It's time to push in for the base.
It is an insane ending here. Golden Guardians will be able to take this. There's no one up for so long. They have the minion wave, and they have done it against the odds here. Immortals was taking over in the late game, but Golden Guardians, they focused on the fight while Immortals had to focus on that dragon, and as a result, they are going to win this game.
The crucial Requiem cooldown was not available as Insanity came back in. Golden Guardians said now or never, and it was now. They will take the win. They will improve to 5-6, keeping Immortals out of the playoff picture.
There's now a tie for first place as Cloud9's second loss makes them tied with Team Liquid at 9-2. FlyQuest, they move up to 4th, just behind TSM in 3rd. So for all the hooting and hollering we've done all split long about how the top of the, how everything's undecided, I do notice a few familiar names still near the top of the standings, right? Things like Cloud9, TSM, FlyQuest, Evil Geniuses.
It's still shocking to see Team Liquid tied with C9. They slowly just kept rising through the cream until, wait, you're actually tied with what was, through the first split, or first half of the split, one of the most dominant teams we've ever seen.